This is what I'm using right here. It's, you know, a bait that we designed just for smallmouth. It's a Dream Shot 4-inch. This is a chartreuse glimmer. I like a lot of different colors, but on a day like today where you got a lot of wind and I want some visibility, this is one they can see from a long ways away. You know, it's got that glimmer blue, but it's got a chartreuse belly. So nice sunny day, they can see it from far. And again, I'm just that little #2 drop shot hook. Just thread that on there so she's straight. And it's got a little barb keeper on the top. Just slide that over that barb, and it just makes that worm swim straight in the water. When it's falling, you know, I like to let it fall with a little tension on the line. I'll cast it out there, slack line it, and then let it fall that last little bit. We just bomb it around, and those fish they can't handle it. So we just cast it out there like that, let it sink part way down, then I tighten it up, let it fall all the way to the rest of the bottom. And a lot of them got it, you know, on that initial drop. You know, that one right there, I actually shook it a couple times and I felt him just, you know, go into it and get it. So you never know exactly how they'll want it on any given day, but most of those bites are gonna be on that initial fall and, you know, 1 or 2 shakes right after that. Then I just typically just reel it in and make another cast. When we're covering a lot of water and looking for them, if they don't hit it in the first couple jigs, some grass there, they're not going to have it. So it's critical. That way it allows me to cover water. This is a technique that I can fish, you know, 30, 40, 50 feet deep and still be very efficient and cover a ton of water and do it fairly quickly, just like you would with a crankbait or something else like that. So in this clearer water like this, they'll see that drop shot from a ways away and they'll come and bite it. It's important, you know, to use your electronics when you're fishing like this, but the sun is a big deal too. You know, I can see these transitions with a good pair of sunglasses. You know, I like these Oakley prism lenses and their shallow water prism. It really helps me see the light to dark transition, and also, you know, any little weed clumps or anything like that might hold a fish out in front of the boat. So I'm looking at my 360 mega imaging, I'm following the Lake Master mapping, and I'm using my eyes all to, you know, to hone in on a lot of these good edges. This is just a really big flat, and this one tapers out. You know, it's real shallow inside of us, and it just slowly goes out, and there's different individual rock lines. And these fish, I mean, they can be up on the shallower edge, they can be anywhere out to the deep edge. When you got the wind blowing like this with the current, it's just a matter, all I'm doing is making one cast in, one cast out, just trying to find a depth zone where these fish are at. So that last bite was in about 27 foot of water, and you know, that's something I'm going to, you know, key in on, but I'm still going to look a little deep and a little shallow. You just have to keep covering all the zones and let the fish tell you where they're at. There's one. Feels like a good one. I mean, I'm just powering along and looking for stuff on the graph. I mean, just because you're finesse fishing doesn't mean you have to go real slow. Come on, baby. There's my leader. Oh, nice one. Nice one. Yeah. Just let that rod play him, you know. I mean, for these smallmouth, having that super extra fast tip is everything. He's just diving for the shadows of that boat. Oh, come here, baby. Come here, baby. He's digging. Oh, come on. They just don't give up. Oh, got it. There's a good one there. The old Dream Shot. You know, I mean, when you're, I call it power shot, and you know, when you're just covering water, a heavy weight, looking for good ones like that, you can see he's got that lamprey mark there, but a really good fish. That's That's why I love covering water. These fish cover so much flat. I mean, they're just constantly swimming on these big flats. And you know, with the windy days like this, you just got to keep moving, and eventually you're going to run into them. Another big, solid smallie. Fat, gosh.